So I'm Kim Hamburg, a mixed media collage artist, and I'm here today to talk to you about a company that makes these fantastic art products that I think every artist should really take a look at and try them out. So the company is called Grafix, G-R-A-F-I-X, Grafix, and this is like a mixed media journal that they sell. It has all kinds of different surfaces that you can use. This is a computer clear adhesive backed film for your inkjet printer. So like you can run this through your printer. It's clear, transparent, and then you peel off the back and it's sticky. So you can, use this for a lot of different projects. But the one that I'm going to be demoing today is their Double-Tack adhesive sheets. And these are large sheets of sticky backed, it's not really paper, but it's sticky here, and you take off one of the release edges, and then you can also take off the top one. And so it's really good to sandwich between a piece of art and a substrate or surface. So in this case, I have a piece of wood that has been varnished, and then I have my mixed media art that I'm going to adhere to this. And a lot of times, especially when you're doing mixed media on paper, it's kind of hard to find a product that will be reliable, that will stick, that will be permanent, that won't make a huge mess. And so this is one of the reasons I love this Double-Tack adhesive, because it is very easy to use. And you don't have to worry about the, over time peeling up or becoming areas that don't stick. This is just such a reliably great product. So let me show you how I'm going to use it today. Okay, so I have my piece of Double-Tack, and these come in different sizes. And you can get them on their website if you want to check it out. And then here's my mixed media piece that I want to adhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to line up the mixed media art edge to edge here like this. And then what I need to do is I'm going to take a pencil and draw where I need to cut the Double-Tack. Now I want it to go exactly edge to edge. So I want to make sure that my piece of Double-Tack adhesive is the same size as my mixed media. Okay, so there you can see my lines. And then I'm going to get a ruler, and what I'm going to do is cut out this these pieces so that I have the exact size that I need. Okay, and I'm cutting here, it's a glass mat that I'm using, and I'm going to use a utility knife to cut it. Of course, the question is, where did I put my utility knife? You can also use scissors. But I always find that a utility knife works well. Of course, now I can't seem to find it, so I'll just use my X-Acto knife. Really, any kind of knife that you want to use. But I'm making sure I've got it right on the line. And you're going to press probably a little bit harder than you normally would, because remember, you're going through 3 pieces here. So you're going through the 2 pieces of release paper and the sticky adhesive Double-Tack that's on the inside. So before I go any further, I'll show you here what I mean by having the sticky part on the inside. So it's kind of like a sandwich. So you take off the top, or you take off one side here. And so then here's the sticky part here. And then you would put that on something, and then this side comes off as well. So it's kind of like a sandwich. And so then you have the sticky adhesive in the center. And this is Archival, acid-free, permanent. It's just really good stuff. And I've been using it. I've got an art show coming up in July, and I have been using this Double-Tack to adhere a lot of my paper mixed media to either wood cradle panel, or sometimes just a piece of wood. I've sometimes have adhered them to a piece of chipboard if they're going to go into a frame. Okay, so I probably need to push down a little bit harder on that. I'm not sure my X-Acto knife is exactly sharp either, but okay, so there, we're going to cut that off. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure my piece of Double-Tack is going to fit the mixed media piece, and so I'm going to remeasure here and make sure. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over, and the first thing I'm going to do is peel off one side of the Double-Tack. And if you've ever put you know, like contact paper on or waltz paper, you don't want to take the release paper all the way off at first. You kind of want to just take a little bit of the edge. And so I'm going to carefully line it up and make sure I'm all the way on. Now, if you don't press down really hard, you can still have an opportunity to, you know, peel it off and try again. Okay, but once it's down there, so now you see I just got a little bit on there. I'm going to push it down so it's really got a good sticky part. And now, here's where I'm going to continue to pull this piece down here while I stick down this part. So kind of like you would do if you were applying contact paper or any other kind of adhesive that has a release paper. Okay, and I'm not pushing down really hard yet. I'm just making sure it's going to go all the way onto my piece of art. Okay, so now that it's on here, I'm going to take a roller, and I'm just going to roll down just to make sure that everything is firmly attached, that there aren't any air bubbles. And if you do it the way I did, where you kind of just slowly attach it, it's pretty good about not having any air bubbles. Okay, so I think we're good here. All right, so now I'm going to get my substrate. And previously, I made sure to, you know, I took off anything that was dusty or whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to take off, got to make sure we're at the right side here. Okay, so I'm going to take off an edge, and I'm going to release that, this part of the paper. So the sticky part stays on. So let me get that going. I'll try a different edge. Sometimes one edge works better than another edge, you know. Okay, so let me see if I can get this off here. Okay, so now my sticky part is right there. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm only going to pull back a small section, and I'm going to line it up with my substrate. Okay, and I'll make sure I've got it on there. Okay, and you want to make sure you get it right to the edge. And then now my hand is underneath here, and I'm just pulling back the release paper so that the sticker part is going onto the substrate. So I'm doing it the same way I did the top sheet. Okay, now I can already see, can you tell that I didn't quite get it even? So because I haven't really pushed it down, I do have time to pull it back up and try again. Now, because I haven't really pushed it down and it didn't have time to cure or set. Okay, all right, so now I gotta get it down here. So as you can see, it might take a couple of tries to get this all the way on. But the good news is until you really push it down in there, you do have a little bit of time to readjust. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I got it all on there. Okay, so now is where I'm really gonna push down on it. And again, I'm gonna go over with my roller and just really push it down. Now, it takes a little bit of time to cure. And what I mean by that is to reach its full adhesive state where it can't come back up again. So you got to give it a little bit of time. But once it's on there and once the adhesive dries, it's a permanent fix. And look how easy that was to do. I mean, I think my hardest part was just getting it lined up. You know what I mean? But I hope you go to their website and check out all their products. They have some permanent adhesive dots that are also really wonderful that I highly recommend. But there we go. And I don't know, can you see how it's just definitely all stuck down on each side? And now this is ready for me to varnish and hang on the wall. Okay, well, if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer it for you. And I do encourage you to go check out the website and try all of their different products because everything they have is great. All right, talk to you for next time. Bye.